people's health and systematic inequalities in health are due to the conditions in which people are born, grow, live, work, and age.
We know that since the COVID-19 pandemic, estimates show that over 100 million people have fallen back into extreme poverty.
Life expectancy had stopped improving, inequalities were increasing, and life expectancy for the poorest people was getting worse.
So these patterns are not new. What COVID has shown us is that it's really urgent to tackle these issues. Health is a major risk to investors in exactly the same way that climate is.
What we want to do is avoid the health equivalents of the stranded asset, and we want to pick those companies which will be rewarded by consumers and which will do better because they are pursuing better social outcomes as well as better economic outcomes.
It is a big issue, and it is being responded to. It's not just one country, it really truly is very global in nature. You know, we have something going on in Japan, we have something going on in China, we have something going on in many places in Europe, we have things going on in North America, Costa Rica, Colombia, Mexico. I think there's a massive movement as it relates to moving in the direction of health.
But we also see that we and the investment community as a whole still have a lot of work to do on this topic, which was also a very logical reason for us to join the LIFE program.
LIFE, or Long-Term Investors in People's Health, is an investor coalition dedicated to improving all of our health.
So at Share Action, we developed a new framework for how investors can think about health.
And it has three pillars to it. The first is about worker health, the second is about consumer health, and the third is about community health.
We think all investors have a role to play in improving population health. And specifically, that includes both asset owners and asset managers.
Investors also realize that through their proxy voting policies, through engagement, they can have a very positive impact.
To asset owners, we would say it's really important that we are building the economy that's relevant, that's robust, that's resilient for the century ahead.
We're delighted to have signed up as members of LIFE.
What we are hoping that it will deliver to us is more knowledge on the topics.
It enables us to contribute to the development of metrics, of techniques,
but also to work together with like-minded investors to really make a change.
The worst situation to be in is the market's moved and you haven't moved with the market.
This really is a very, very urgent challenge for the investment community.
Typically, you know, the companies that do better are the ones that are some of the early movers.
You can't prioritize health enough because it affects us all.
So this needs to be an industry-wide effort, and I would encourage other asset managers absolutely to join forces on this.
The public health and the economy should not be seen as being in conflict. Get one right, you get the other right.